This week we're on a unique adventure. We actually caught a train in Sudbury, and it's called the Bud Train, and we're heading north about 4 or 5 hours until we get to number 88. That's the stop, and it's Marmac Lodge. So this is a very unique experience because we've got Mulligan and my wife Barbara with us, and we're actually training into a wilderness lake. So the people from the lodge will be meeting us at the stop, picking all our gear up, and then we're going to be going to the lodge and we're going to have some great fishing.
Canadian Sport Fishing, brought to you in part by Rapala, premium fishing gear crafted from experience. Yamaha Outboards, reliability starts here. Sail, the outdoors superstore. Lucky Strike, all you need is a Lucky Strike.
Fish on, Italo. Look
Right,
what I
Barbara.
have.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
What a nice atmosphere, Barb. It's quiet. We've only been fishing about 10 minutes. You have the first walleye on. We're here in Northern Ontario, and it's kind of a unique fishing trip because we didn't fly in, we didn't drive in, we actually trained in from Sudbury. Yesterday we had this wonderful experience being in a Bud car. There are not too many of these left in the world, and they've actually got one running that runs from the city of Sudbury all the way up to past actually the lodge here. So this is Esnagi Lake, and we're staying at Marmac Lodge, a beautiful lodge. So what they actually do, the train stops on the side of the lake and the staff come with the boats and they pick you up right where the train drops you off. And there were people yesterday that were actually putting canoes on the train, and they got dropped off all the way up, some of them on the Spanish River, some of them on other smaller lakes. So isn't that nice for a start? You know what, that's an eating size fish, and we're planning to have a delicious shore lunch today, but because it's the first fish, we're gonna let it go, okay, Barb?
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it in this net. You know, I keep bragging about this net that we use. This is the Lucky Strike. It's called the live release basket net. The bottom of the net doesn't taper off narrow into a thin bag where the fish is curved. That's usually what makes fish flop around. So you can see that he's quite docile, just laying there. Now all I'm gonna do is just pull the back of the net up so that he has to go towards the front, and I'm gonna hold his head out, and you're gonna see a really nice release here in just a moment. This water has a stain to it. There he goes. So our guide, Bob, just stopped almost within sight of the lodge. We're probably, I'm guessing, about half a kilometer away from the lodge. And you can see in the background that we're actually fishing. It's a little bit of a sand silt bottom. They move into these areas because they're looking for things like nymphs. And this time of the year in Northern Ontario, there's a lot of mayfly nymphs. And some of them are already starting to hatch. So we've seen them on the water this morning. And also things like leeches, crayfish, and different species of small baitfish and darters.
Navaglue, the ultimate boat shelter system. Sport fishing sweepstakes.
Well, we were on Peerless Lake. It was raining, thunderstorms all around us. And I cast in, and all of a sudden I thought I hit a rock, and it just started fighting and jumped out of the water and weighed it, and it ended up being a pretty big fish.
We'd love to hear your fishing story. Go to our website and enter the Navaglue Sport Fishing Sweepstakes. You could win some great prizes.